Long ago, in a lush green forest, lived a small ant named Chitti. She was hardworking, wise, and respected by her community. In the same forest, there was a foolish grasshopper who was lazy, careless, and always looking for fun. This is the story of the ant and the grasshopper, teaching us valuable lessons about life. Life in the forest was vibrant and diverse. Mornings were filled with the melodious chirping of birds, bringing joy to the atmosphere. Every creature was busy with its daily tasks. Chitti, along with her group, diligently collected food. She carried large grains on her tiny legs back to her home. On the other hand, the grasshopper spent his time singing, playing, and basking in the sun. Chitti and her fellow ants set out early every morning. Each one understood their role and worked tirelessly throughout the day. Chitti never shirked her responsibilities. Meanwhile, the grasshopper was so engrossed in his fun that he lost track of time. The grasshopper never understood Chitti's hard work. He often mocked her, saying, "Why are you working so hard? There's plenty of food in the forest. Why bother collecting it?" Chitti patiently replied, "Never put off today's work for tomorrow. When winter comes, this food will save us from hunger." But the grasshopper never paid attention to her words. For the grasshopper, singing and having fun were the true joys of life. He believed there was no need to worry as everything seemed fine at the moment. During the summer and rainy seasons, the ants worked tirelessly. They gathered grains, fruits, and other food items, storing them in their ant hills. Each day they ventured far and wide, searching every corner of the forest for food. Meanwhile, the grasshopper remained immersed in his laziness. He spent his days singing and resting. He neither collected food nor made any plans for the winter. The ants had a special system for storing food in their anthill. They dried the grains to prevent spoilage. Chitti led the efforts and inspired her group to make the most of their time. But the grasshopper laughed at their hard work. As winter arrived, the forest grew colder. Leaves fell from the trees and food became scarce. The ants had plenty of food stored, but the grasshopper began to suffer from hunger. He now remembered Chitti's words. Every creature in the forest took shelter in their homes. Birds migrated to warmer regions, and the trees stood barren. The grasshopper was astonished to see how the once vibrant and abundant forest had become so desolate. Starving and desperate, the grasshopper went to Chitti and said, "Please forgive me. I mocked your hard work, but now I understand how important it is to be diligent. Could you please share some food with me?" Seeing his condition, Chitti said, "I can give you some food, but you must promise to value time and work hard in the future." The grasshopper bowed his head and promised to change his ways. With Chitti's help, the grasshopper realized his mistake and learned the importance of hard work. From the next year, he also started collecting food for the winter and made good use of his time. The following year, the grasshopper began to work diligently. He sought help from Chitti and her friends, learning how to gather and store food. He now understood the value of time. Gradually, the grasshopper became an inspiration for other creatures in the forest. This story teaches us that laziness can make life difficult, while hard work and time management are the keys to success. The tale of Chitti and the foolish grasshopper inspires both children and adults to recognize the importance of discipline and perseverance in life. Other creatures in the forest also learned from the grasshopper's story. Everyone started working hard during the summer to prepare for the winter. The forest regained its joy and liveliness once again.